Hi, it's Nick on the 19th of August with the 6th episode of this week's theme of understanding resistance. Tomorrow I'm going to share with you my favourite, I suppose I'd call them strategies, the how-to of beating resistance. But over the last couple of years especially, I've thought about this and thought, well, actually, as much as it's important to know how to beat resistance, I wonder if it's even more important to have a reason or a series of reasons why to beat resistance. Now that may sound strange because most of what we think we need is how-to information. Just show me how to beat my resistance and I'll beat it, that kind of attitude. But I've often stepped back and kind of thought about this and thought, well, this isn't an easy sell really, because somebody could say to me, so Nick, what you're actually saying to me is, all these insecurities that I've been running away from for years, all these fears that I haven't wanted to face, all these doubts that I've wanted to run away from, all the pain that I buried away that I don't want to look at. Hi Meg, I see you've joined live, great. And we're going to be covering this in more depth on Monday in the Message You're Born to Share group. So the idea is kind of, people would say to me, well, all this stuff that I haven't wanted to face, you're telling me I've got to face it, and the answer is kind of yes. Yeah. So it's not an easy sell because if I'm inviting you to kind of look at and face resistance, it's not always an easy job. It's a painful job. It's a difficult job. It takes wholeheartedness. It takes a lot of courage. It takes bravery. It takes every inch of courage that we have sometimes to face our resistance and the pain and get to the other side of it. Obviously, we're not saying face it and stay in it. So I think it's important to kind of understand why we would even want to do that. Why would that be an effective strategy? Why would that be a sensible thing to do? Why would you want to go and look at all the stuff that you've not wanted to look at? And I've come up, because I've asked myself that question. It's like, why do I keep facing my own resistance? Why do I feel like I'm magnetically drawn to kind of keep facing more and more resistance? And I've come up with, for me, 3 kind of overriding or overarching reasons that I can identify, and maybe there's others that I haven't identified but here they are. Here's my 3 reasons for wanting to keep facing my own resistance. Number 1 is a deep desire to keep growing. That's to grow personally, to grow spiritually, so that everything that I experience as resistance, I now believe actually has a gift that can kind of make me stronger or birth me into a stronger aspect of myself. Every place where I felt kind of weak and scared and vulnerable can be a place that I can actually blossom into a new strength. So I see it as a way of growing. By facing my resistance, I keep growing and I keep expanding. Second, as I keep growing and keep expanding, I feel like I have more to contribute. I have more confidence to contribute what I have. So it allows me to be a greater contributor than I've been. So that's the second reason I keep facing my resistance. And the third reason I keep facing my resistance is I see it as almost like a form of liberation. I keep liberating myself. I keep freeing myself. And as I do that, life gets better. Life gets juicier. Life gets more expansive. Life gets more fun. Life gets more inspiring. So I suppose the bottom line is I just get to enjoy life more, my life, and I get to enjoy other people more. The more I free myself from my resistance, but the way I free myself is to kind of, encounter it and go through it. So I hope that makes sense. So I'll be back tomorrow with more thoughts on the actual practical stuff we can do. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on, well, why would you keep facing fear, or why would you keep facing pain? Why would you want to do that? Why would you? Because sometimes it feels like it's, Turkey is voting for Christmas. It feels suicidal. It's like, why do I want to keep doing this stuff? Am I mad? I've often asked myself that question. Am I mad to keep going in this direction sometimes? So I'd love to hear your thoughts on why. Why do you want to keep facing your resistance? So great. Have a good day.